My lovely students, welcome to Mathological. Let us start another wonderful session on arithmetic. And if you've not already subscribed to our channel, then make sure to subscribe as well as join the Telegram channel Mathological. Or you can also message me on Telegram at adityakt. So first question of this session is from Time and Work, or basically Pipe Senses turn. The question is two taps A and B can fill a tank of 4.8 meters height in 30 minutes and 60 minutes respectively. दो taps हैं A और B और there is a tank of 4.8 meter height and they can fill the tank in 30 minutes and 60 minutes. Tap C and D are outlet pipes. यानी कि वो टैंक को खाली कर रहे हैं. Tap C and D are outlet pipes. Tap C is at the bottom of the tank and empties the tank in 40 minutes, while tap D is at a height of 2.4 meters and empties 3 liters water per minute. If all the taps are opened, the empty tank gets filled in 44 minutes. So we have to find the capacity of the tank in liters. So there are two taps that are filling taps, and two taps that are outlet pipes or emptying taps. Okay. But more importantly, tap C, that is an emptying tap, that is at the bottom of the tank, and tap D is at height of 2.4 meters. जबकि total height of the tank is 4.8 meters, यानी कि half the height पे है. If total height is h, then this is at h by 2. बाकी और 2.4, 4.8 का हमें कोई यूज़ नहीं करना है. The only thing that concerns us that if the total height of the tank is equal to h, then tap D is at a height of h by 2. So this is, let us say, tap C at the bottom and tap D is at half the height. At h by 2 if total height is equal to h for the tank. And tap A and C are filling taps. A and B are filling taps. So this is the structure. Now, why is it given that tap D is at a height of something, at a height of 2.4 meters? Because if tap D is at the height of 2.4 meters, so tap D will only start leaking water or outletting water when the water is filled up to that height. जब तक हमारा water will be lesser than h by 2 height, lesser than 2.4 meter height, tap D will not be leaking water. क्योंकि water जब तक उसके level तक पहुंचेगा ही नहीं, तब तक water will not be letting out. Isn't it so? So that is why tap C will be working from the start because that is at the bottom, but tap D will only start working when half the tank is full. Is that much clear? क्या ये बात अप्रिशिएट कर पा रहे हो? अब अपना कन्वेंशनल चीजें जो गिवन है उनको प्ले पे लेते हैं. तो टैप A, टैप B, tap C and tap D. A and B are filling with a positive sign and C and D are emptying water. Tap A is filling in 30 minutes. Tap B is filling in 60 minutes. Tap C is at the bottom of the tank and empties the tank in 40 minutes. While tap D is at height 2.4 meters and empties 3 liters water per minute. अब यहाँ पे हमें टाइम नहीं गिवन है, हमें गिवन है वैल्यू कि tap D is emptying at 3 liters water per minute. So let us assume that it is taking x amount of time, या फिर x लास्ट में अज्यूम कर लेंगे, but the point is it is taking some time and it is emptying at 3 liters per minute. Okay, basically minus 3 liters per minute because emptying काम कर रहा है. ठीक है, so let us take LCM for 30, 60 and 40. LCM is 120. So our capacity that we are assuming, this is not the actual capacity that we are assuming, our capacity is 120 units for the tank. And tap A is filling in 30 minutes. So tap A efficiency is 4, tap B efficiency is 2, and tap C efficiency 120 by 40 and minus 3. Okay, so in this part, when we'll be starting filling the tank, in this part, till the height h by 2, A is working, B is working, and C is working, but D is not working. But once we have half the height full, half the work is done, after that, D will also start working. So A, B, C, and D, all four will be working after this much. Okay, so 120 is total capacity. So if total, assume 120 units are there, the capacity of the tank. So in that case, till half the height, capacity will be 60 units. And after half that height, the capacity, remaining capacity will be 60 units. And total time taken is 44 minutes. So for first half, the time taken will be 60 divided by A, B and C are working. A का efficiency is 4, B का efficiency is 2 and C का efficiency is minus 3. तो 4 + 2 + -3 यानी कि दैट इज 6 - 3, तो 3 विल बी इफेक्टिव एफिशिएंसी, 3 यूनिट्स पर मिनट से फिलअप होगा. 60/3 विल बी टाइम टेकन प्लस फॉर नेक्स्ट हाफ द टाइम टेकन विल बी 60 डिवाइडेड बाई एफिशिएंसी ऑफ a + b + c + d. तो a + b + c का एफिशिएंसी कितना है? 3 है. d का एफिशिएंसी हमें पता नहीं, लेट अस अज्यूम कि दैट इज इक्वल टू x, और क्योंकि d is also emptying, तो this will be -x. तो 3 - x will be our efficiency. तो 60/3 + 60/3 - x, that is equal to 44. now solve कर लेते हैं इसको. 60/3 this comes out to be 20. 20 + 60/3 - x, this is equal to 44, and hence 60/3 - x is equal to 24. So 3 - x become equal to 60/24, which is 5/2, and hence x comes out to be equal to 1/2. Efficiency of pipe D comes out to be equal to 1/2. 1/2 units. If total is 120 units, और 1/2 units की वैल्यू हमें गिवन है, that is equal to 3 liters per minute. 3 liters per minute. So if x is equal to 3 liters per minute, which is 1/2, so if 1/2 is 3 liters per minute, so 1 unit will be 6 liters per minute. So total 120 will be 120 into 6, and hence 720 liters. The capacity of the tank will be 720 liters. क्या ये clear है? ठीक है. Okay, once we had already assumed our value of the capacity equal to 120, then we knew that 60 units will be the capacity to fill till half the height, and till half the height only A, B and C will be working, D will not be working. Isn't it so? अगर total work 120 करना है तो टाइम कितना लगेगा A, B और C को, because A + B + C टोटल वर्क इज 4 + 2 - 3 यानी कि 3 यूनिट्स. तो टोटल वर्क करने में 40 मिनट्स का टाइम लगता है, बट देयर इज एडिशनल 4 मिनट्स का टाइम when we are also using D, because D is also there at half the height. So for the first half till h/2 only A, B and C are working. Isn't it so? So that is 60/3, 20 minutes time taken for half the work done, because for total filling up the tank with only A, B and C total time was 40 minutes. Now the time taken is 24 minutes for the remaining half, which would have been 20 minutes if only A, B and C were working. But now that A, B, C and D are working, the time taken is 24 minutes. So ratio of time taken क्या है? That is 5:6. If time का ratio is 5:6, तो efficiency का ratio will be just the opposite, because work done तो same ही है. Work done तो दोनों cases में h/2 ही है, यानी कि 60 units ही है. If work done is same, तो time का ratio and efficiency का ratio just opposite होगा. ठीक है, तो time का ratio is 5:6, efficiency का ratio will be 6:5, and we know कि efficiency for A, B and C this is equal to 3. So if 6 units is equal to 3, 5 units will be equal to 2.5, which is basically 3 minus 0.5. Like this 0.5 will be efficiency of x. क्लियर है? ठीक है, ऐसे भी सोच सकते हैं. बात तो एक ही है, दोनों तरीकों से कोई टाइम में बहुत ज़्यादा डिफरेंस नहीं आना, बट दिस अंडरस्टैंडिंग शुड ऑल्सो बी देयर फॉर सम ट्रिकियर क्वेश्चंस. ओके, क्लियर है. नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन पे चलते हैं. Next question. A boat at its usual speed takes 25 hours to cover a distance of 120 km downstream and 80 km upstream. If the time spent to cover 100 meters in still water is same as the time spent in covering 180 meters upstream when the boat is running at double the usual speed, then we have to find the speed of the stream. What will be speed of the stream? Okay, a question on boat and stream. So just एक बार चीज़ें रिवाइज कर लेते हैं for boat and stream. Whenever there is a question on boat and stream, there is a direction in which stream is flowing. Let us say this is that direction. And if the boat is also flowing in the same direction, boat or the man or motorboat or whatsoever, if that is also flowing in the same direction, so direction down the stream is called a downstream. Okay? So downstream is when boat is also flowing in the same direction as that of the stream. This is downstream. But if stream is flowing in this direction, but boat is flowing in the opposite direction, that is called upstream. And if both boat and stream are flowing in the same direction, due to stream the boat will be, if the speed of the boat is equal to 0, तब भी boat हमारा travel करेगा because of the speed of the stream. Isn't it so? But boat का खुद का भी speed है, तो both will get added up. Downstream direction में speed will be boat का speed plus stream का speed. But upstream direction में If boat was still, if boat का speed was equal to 0, तो stream की वजह से boat will be floating. Isn't it so? But boat is going in the opposite direction. Effectively, the speed will be boat का speed minus stream का speed, b minus s. Is that clear? And of course, b should be greater than s for boat to go in the opposite direction. Otherwise, despite trying to go in the opposite direction, boat will still be going in the direction of the stream. So b should be greater than x for upstream, for actually boat to go upwards. Okay, upstream direction. Clear है? तो बेसिकली हमारे पास 3 स्पीड्स होगा. वन इज द डाउनस्ट्रीम वाला स्पीड, द अदर इज अपस्ट्रीम वाला स्पीड, and between them there's a speed when only stream is there. Okay, when boat is in still water, not stream, boat is in still water. So in the first case, in the downstream direction, boat plus stream का speed, let us assume boat का speed is equal to x and stream का speed equal to y, so speed will be x plus y. In the still water, only boat का speed is there, x, and in upstream, boat का speed minus stream का speed x minus y. Now these three values, x plus y, x and x minus y, these three values are in arithmetic progression. अगर same distance covered है, if distance is same, so speed and time will be inversely proportional. Time का ratio will be time values, if they are t1, t2 and t3, so time values will be in harmonic progression for the same distance. अगर distance same है तो, otherwise not. So is this much clear? Now let us go back to the question. The question was saying a boat at its usual speed takes 25 hours to cover a distance of 120 km downstream and 80 km upstream. So if downstream speed is x plus y, if x is the speed of the boat and y is the speed of the stream, so 120 upon x plus y plus 80 upon x minus y, this is equal to 25. This will be our first equation. Then the question is saying if the time spent to cover 100 meters in still water is same as time spent in covering 180 meters upstream when the boat is running at double the usual speed. Boat is running at double the usual speed. Time spent to cover 100 meters in still water is same as the time spent in covering 180 meters upstream. ठीक है, थोड़ा सा इस क्वेश्चन में गड़बड़ हुआ है. ओके, सो अपस्ट्रीम में क्या हो रहा है? टाइम टेकन in traveling 180 meters, that is same as time taken in still water when covering 100 meters. And the boat is running at double the usual speed. So in case of upstream, the speed will be 2x minus y, and in case of still water, this will be 2x. एक्चुअल में यहाँ पे होना चाहिए था when the boat is floating. ठीक है, स्टिल वाटर की बजाय यहाँ पे फ्लोटिंग होना चाहिए था, अदरवाइज फिर वो गड़बड़ हो जा रहा है ना. मतलब टाइम टेकन सेम है तो स्टिल वाटर में तो ज़्यादा फास्ट जाना चाहिए था, तो यहाँ पे फ्लोटिंग होगा. And if that is floating, the boat is traveling with the speed of stream. Okay. In the first case, हमारा upstream जा रही है boat, तो time taken in traveling 180 meters, that is same as when the boat is floating, it is able to cover only 100 meters. Since time is same in both cases, so if time is same, speed and distance will be proportional. तो डिस्टेंस हमें गिवन है, तो स्पीड का रेशियो भी क्या होगा? इन द सेम प्रोपोर्शन 1:100, यानी कि 9:5. तो रेशियो स्पीड विल बी 9:5. नाउ इफ y इज इक्वल टू 5, तो 2x minus y is equal to 9, यानी कि 2x will be equal to 9 plus 5, यानी कि x will be equal to 7. ये बातें सारी रेशियो में कर रहे हैं हम लोग. तो x is to y का रेशियो क्या आ जाएगा? इफ y is equal to 5, x will be equal to 7. रेशियो ऑफ x is to y comes out to be 7:5. x is to y comes out to be 7:5. क्लियर है? ठीक है. सो इफ x is 7, y is 5, तो डाउनस्ट्रीम स्पीड विल बी, डाउनस्ट्रीम अपस्ट्रीम का रेशियो क्या आएगा? डाउनस्ट्रीम विल बी 7 plus 5, यानी 12 यूनिट्स. अपस्ट्रीम विल बी 7 minus 5, that will be 2 units. रेशियो विल बी 12:2 और 6:1. ठीक है, 12:2 ही मान लेते हैं लेट अस से। तो 12:2 आ गया रेशियो हमारा। अब वैल्यूज मान लेते हैं लेट अस से डाउनस्ट्रीम स्पीड इज 12a, अपस्ट्रीम स्पीड इज 2a। Now put the values in place of x plus y and x minus y. So 120 upon 12a plus 80 upon 2a, this is equal to 25. This becomes 10 upon a plus 40 upon a, which is equal to 50 upon a, which is equal to 25, and hence a comes out to be equal to 2. And question is asking about speed of the stream, and the speed of the stream is equal to 5a. So 5 into 2, this will be 10 km per hour. Speed of the stream will be 10 km per hour. क्या ये क्लियर है? ठीक है, और स्टिल वाटर वाले कंडीशन को इसलिए चेंज किया था बिकॉज वहाँ पे फिर आंसर पॉसिबल ही नहीं, बिकॉज स्टिल वाटर में स्पीड कम है और अपस्ट्रीम में ज़्यादा है, दैट डजंट मेक सेंस। ठीक है, दैट डजंट मेक सेंस, दैट इज वाई वहाँ पे फ्लोटिंग होना चाहिए। ओके, नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन। A, B, and C are working together on a project. If they all work together, it will be finished in more than 12 days. If only B and C work together, it will take them less than 20 days. A, B, and C work together for 10 days. Then remaining work was completed by A alone in 6 days. If A completed the project working alone, which of the following cannot be the number of days taken by him to finish the work? अब हमने लास्ट सेशन में एक क्वेश्चन किया था. This is similar to that question. I mean, fundamentals are similar. Otherwise तो क्वेश्चन डिफरेंट है, बट ऑब्वियसली फंडामेंटल्स आर वेरी सिमिलर. तो वैसे ही सॉल्व करेंगे इस क्वेश्चन. A, B, and C are working together on a project. If they all work together, if A, B, and C all are working together, so in that case, time taken is greater than 12 days. They are taking more than 12 days. That is our first condition. Now, second condition is there that if only B and C are working together, so B plus C will be taking less than 20 days. Less than 20 days. These two conditions are there. And additionally given is that if A, B, and C are working together for 10 days, for 10 days A, B, and C are working. Remaining work was completed by A alone in 6 days. In remaining 6 days, A is working only and the work is completed. So we can say that work will be equal to, in such a case, work will be equal to 10 days का work of A, B, and C plus 6 days का work of A. This is our total work. Okay. So if this is our total work, we know for sure that if A, B, and C, all of them are working, then they are taking greater than 12 days. Isn't it so? They are taking greater than 12 days. So 10 days का वर्क ऑफ ए प्लस बी प्लस सी प्लस 6 days का वर्क ऑफ ए, दिस टोटल वर्क अगर 12 days वर्क करते हैं ए बी एंड सी, तो ये टोटल वर्क हमारा उससे लेसर होगा या हाइयर होगा. सिंस ए बी एंड सी आर टेकिंग मोर देन 12 days, तो 12 days का वर्क ऑफ ए प्लस बी प्लस सी विल बी लेस देन आवर वर्क. Isn't it so? So 12 days का वर्क ऑफ ए प्लस बी प्लस सी, this will be lesser than the work completed because they are taking more than 12 days effectively. ठीक है, सो दिस वर्क विल बी हायर. ना उसको सॉल्व करोगे तो 10 days का वर्क ऑफ ए प्लस बी प्लस सी कैंसिल आउट हो गया है दोनों साइड से, तो लेफ्ट हैंड साइड विल बी 6a विल बी ग्रेटर देन 2 days का वर्क ऑफ ए प्लस बी प्लस सी. 6a minus 2a becomes 4a and hence 2a will be greater than b plus c. This becomes our one of the equations when we are taking into consideration first condition. अगर सेकंड कंडीशन सिमिलरली कंसिडरेशन में लें तो क्या होगा हमारा इनइक्वालिटी, या 10 days का वर्क ऑफ ए प्लस बी प्लस सी plus 6a, यानी कि our actual work and b plus c are taking less than 20 days. तो 20 days का वर्क ऑफ b plus c will be greater than our total work. ठीक है, so this will be lesser than 20 days का वर्क ऑफ b plus c. तो 10 days का वर्क ऑफ b plus c subtract कर दो, तो becomes 10a plus 6a 16a and that is less than 10 days का वर्क ऑफ b plus c. So hence a is less than 5/8 times b plus c. और यहाँ पे वैल्यू आया था a is greater than b plus c by 2. So basically a is between b plus c by 2 and 5/8 times b plus c. This is our final condition using both the inequalities. So if we assume b plus c is equal to 8, efficiency assume कर लेते हैं. So if b plus c का efficiency is equal to 8, then efficiency of a will be somewhere between, if b plus c by 2 यानी कि 8/2, so this will be between 4 and 5/8 into 8, 4 and 5. efficiency of A will be between 4 and 5. Now assume two extremes. एक केस में A का efficiency 4 मान लेते हैं, एक केस में A का efficiency 5 मान लेते हैं, हमें अपर और लोअर लिमिट मिल जाएगा. तो if B plus C का efficiency is 8, A का efficiency is 4, तो टाइम टेकन कितना होगा? B plus C का efficiency is 8, A का efficiency 4, total work will be, put the values here, तो total work will be 10 days का वर्क. ठीक है, फर्स्ट कंडीशन फ्रेश पेज पे करेंगे, यहाँ पे हो जाएगा, चलो यहीं पे कर लेते हैं. तो फर्स्ट कंडीशन, if B plus C is equal to 8 and A is equal to 4, our work comes out to be equal to 10 into 12 plus 6 into 4, यानी कि 120 plus 24, 144. Time taken by A will be 144 by 4 and hence 36 days. 36 days. Second condition, B plus C is equal to 8 and A is equal to 5. So if A is equal to 5, so our work becomes equal to 13, 10 into 13 plus 5 into 6. यानी कि 130 plus 30, 160. So time taken by A will be equal to 160 by 5, which is 32 days. So time taken by A will be somewhere between 32 and 36. Neither less than 32 nor greater than 36. अब फर्स्ट पार्ट में आंसर आ रहा है 65 by 2, which is 32.5. तो दिस इज पॉसिबल है, तो ये आंसर नहीं होगा. सेकेंड 34.5, अगेन पॉसिबल है, तो आंसर नहीं होगा. थर्ड केस 95 by 3, which is less than 32. This must be the answer. और ऑप्शन डी है 33.33, which is again possible, so this will not be the answer. So only option C is possible as the answer. Cannot be, because cannot be पूछा है ना. So A, B and D are possible values of time taken by A. So C is definitely the case which is not possible. क्या ये क्लियर है? ठीक है. अब इसी क्वेश्चन को अगेन, ये सारा इक्वालिटी वाला तामझाम जो हमने किया है, एग्जाम कंडीशंस में तो टाइम लेगा और इसकी कोई जरूरत है भी नहीं. स्ट्रेट अवे हम दो एक्सट्रीम कंडीशंस लेंगे. वी हैव नोन दैट A plus B plus C are taking greater than 12 days and B plus C are taking less than 20 days. And otherwise A, B and C are taking 10 days का वर्क plus 6 days का वर्क of only A. This is our total work effectively. ठीक है, तो फर्स्ट कंडीशन में we'll be assuming the extreme assumption that A plus B plus C are completing the work in 12 days. Okay, ये तो फिक्स्ड है in both cases. तो if A plus B plus C are taking 12 days in completing the task और 10 days में ऑलरेडी A plus B ने वर्क प्लस C ने वर्क किया है और 6 days का वर्क A का है, ये भी कंप्लीट हमारा वर्क के बराबर है. तो कैन वी, इफ यू कंपेयर दीज टू कंडीशंस, कैन वी से दैट 2 days का वर्क ऑफ A plus B plus C that will be equal to 6 days का वर्क ऑफ A. Isn't it so? Because in both cases A plus B plus C have worked anyway for 10 days. ठीक है, तो यहां से हमें क्या मिल जाएगा? यहां से हमें मिल जाएगा दैट B plus C का वर्क इज इक्वल टू 2 days का वर्क ऑफ A. Isn't it so? B plus C का वर्क इज इक्वल टू 2 days का वर्क ऑफ A. Okay, and फिर accordingly put this in this equation. So since in this equation A is working for 16 days, 10A plus 6A, 16A plus 10 times B plus C, and since B plus C is equal to 2A, put 2A instead, so this becomes equal to 36A, and A is taking 36 days. So as per the first condition, first extreme, A is taking 36 days. Now second condition, when B plus C is less than 20, तो assume कर लिया हमने extreme value that B plus C are taking 20 days. So if B plus C are taking 20 days, and we know that B plus C have worked for 10 days here, यानी कि half the work has been done by B plus C, and remaining half of the work has been done by A in 16 days. So this is half of the work, and this is half of the work done by A in 16 days. So A in this case must be taking 32 days. क्योंकि 16 days में हाफ वर्क कर रहा है, तो कंप्लीट वर्क करने में 32 days लगेगा. बोथ एक्सट्रीम्स आर नोन नाउ कि A will be taking anywhere between 32 and 36 days. Time taken by A will be anywhere between 32 and 36. तो क्लियरली ऑप्शन हमारा C होगा, जो कि नहीं पॉसिबल है, एंड हेंस दैट मस्ट बी द आंसर. ओके, क्लियर है? हमने ये सोचा कि A, B and C are working together for 10 days and remaining work was completed by A alone in 6 days. Now first condition, as per the first condition, A, B and C are taking total greater than 12 days. हमने assume कर लिया, let us say they are working in 12 days in total. ठीक है, they are completing the work in 12 days in total. तो अगर 12 days में वो complete कर रहे हैं वर्क को, 10 days they have already done the work, तो 6 days का work of A is equal to 2 days का work of A, B and C. Isn't it so? तो वहां से हमें मिल गया that B plus C are working with double the efficiency of A. Double the efficiency of A. Okay. So clearly that gives us that A will be completing the work in 36 days in such a condition when B plus C are working with double the efficiency of A. Second condition हमने लिया that B plus C are taking less than 20 days. So let us assume the extreme of that condition that B plus C are completing the work in 20 days. So if they are completing the work in 20 days, since when A, B and C are working together for 10 days, B and C are also working together for 10 days. So B and C का 10 days का work is half the work, half the total work. So 10A plus 6A, 16 days का work of A is equivalent to half the total work. So total work A will be doing in 32 days. So total work of A will be somewhere between 32 days and 36 days. Okay, A will be taking somewhere between 32 and 36 days to complete the task. Hence answer will be option C. Clear? Okay, next question. So the next question on time, speed and distance. A train is going from station A to B via tunnel PQ. From A to B via a tunnel PQ. So this is our tunnel PQ. Okay. A dog is at a point M inside the tunnel such that if he runs at a certain speed S to point P, he takes 6 seconds. If he doubles his speed and starts running from M towards Q, he still takes 6 seconds. So there are two conditions that are known. M is a point somewhere in the middle in the tunnel PQ. So if he runs at a certain speed S to point P, he takes 6 seconds. Okay. If he runs at a speed S to point P, he is taking 6 seconds. So PM distance क्या हो जाएगा? This will be 6 into S if S is in meter per second. Similarly, if he is running from M towards Q at double the speed, यानी कि 2S, then also he is taking 6 seconds. So MQ will be equal to 2S into 6, यानी कि 12S. रेशियो क्या आ गया हमारा स्पीड्स का? 1:2. यानी कि PM is to MQ, that is 1:2. 1:2. Isn't it so? So PM को assume कर लेते हैं. Let us say if this is equal to D, so MQ this will be equal to 2D. Total distance PQ will be 3D. PQ will be 18S, 6S plus 12S और 3D. अगर मैं D डिस्टेंस अज्यूम किया है, PM को D माना है और MQ को 2D माना है, तो इन दैट केस PQ विल बी इक्वल टू 3D. क्या यहाँ तक बात क्लियर है? ठीक है. अदरवाइज भी सोच सकते थे कि अगर हमारा डिस्टेंस का रेशियो हमें अल्टीमेटली फाइंड आउट करना है, तो इन दैट केस the time taken is same in PM as well as MQ, but the speed का ratio is 1:2. So if time is same, तो speed का ratio will be same as distance का ratio. So distance will also be in the ratio 1:2. Okay. Then the question is saying when the train starts from station A at a constant speed. So now the train from station A is starting at a constant speed. And that speed is 180 km/h. The dog starts running from M towards A at speed S. The train is starting from point A, station A, towards B, and dog has started from M towards A. Towards A. The train is starting from this point, and dog is starting from point M towards A. And in such a condition, the dog meets the train exactly at point P. Exactly at point P, they both meet. Now time taken by dog to reach point P कितना होगा? Since the speed of dog is equal to S, same as here, but this time taken will be 6 seconds. In 6 seconds, dog will be reaching point P and train will also be reaching point P. That is our first condition. Our second condition, if dog runs towards B from M at speed 3S/2, he meets the train exactly at Q. Agar instead dog is running towards point B, in that case again he is meeting the train but at what point? At point Q. Okay? So if instead dog is running in the opposite direction, so in that case यहाँ पे क्या होगा? फर्स्ट केस में train has covered this much distance and dog has covered this much distance. This is distance covered by train, and this is distance covered by dog. In the second scenario, when the dog is moving in the opposite direction, the dog is meeting the train at point Q. At this point, this is distance covered by dog, which is 2D, and train has covered this distance, this total distance from A to P as well as from P to Q. और टाइम टेकन बाय डॉग हम आइडेंटिफाई कर सकते हैं क्योंकि उसके लिए इन्फॉर्मेशन गिवन है. टाइम टेकन बाय डॉग कितना होगा? द स्पीड ऑफ डॉग इज 3s/2. 3s/2. अब या तो तुम पहली कंडीशन के साथ में कंपेयर कर लो. इफ यू डबल से स्पीड, हियर द स्पीड वाज 2s एंड टाइम टेकन वाज 6 सेकंड्स. तो स्पीड का रेशियो क्या आ रहा है? और ओनली फोकस ऑन एम क्यू. ठीक है, या तो इन्फॉर्मेशन यूज कर लो 12s का, या फिर यहां से इन्फॉर्मेशन यूज करो कि फॉर स्ट्रेच एम क्यू, since distance तो सेम ही है दोनों केसेस में. तो इन द फर्स्ट केस व्हेन डॉग वाज रनिंग एट द स्पीड 2s, speed was 2s, the time taken was 6 seconds, but now the speed of the dog is 3s/2. रेशियो क्या आ रहा है? 4:3. अगर स्पीड का रेशियो आ रहा है 4:3, तो टाइम का रेशियो भी क्या होगा? क्योंकि डिस्टेंस तो सेम ही है, तो स्पीड का रेशियो अगर 4:3 है तो टाइम का रेशियो विल ऑल्सो बी 4:3. सॉरी, टाइम का रेशियो विल बी, क्या बोल रहा हूँ, टाइम का रेशियो विल बी 3:4, बिकॉज डिस्टेंस सेम है. तो स्पीड एंड टाइम विल बी इनवर्सली प्रोपोर्शनल बिकॉज डिस्टेंस इज सेम. तो टाइम का रेशियो विल बी 3:4 and 3 is equal to 6 seconds, so 4 will be equal to 8 seconds. And the time taken by dog to reach point Q from M will be 8 seconds. So this time taken here by dog, this will be 8 seconds. और अगर dog को 8 seconds लगे हैं तो ट्रेन को भी 80 seconds लगे होंगे. ट्रेन को भी 80 seconds लगे होंगे. Isn't it so? So train has covered this total distance in 8 seconds. Is this clear? ठीक है. Now train had taken 6 seconds to cover this stretch. Till here, train was taking 6 seconds and train has taken 8 seconds to cover from A to Q. So AP distance train has covered in 6 seconds and AQ distance train has covered in 8 seconds. So PQ distance train must have covered in 2 seconds. Train must have covered PQ distance in 2 seconds. But dog can take with his usual speed as 18 seconds in total to cover the PQ distance. ठीक है, basically A, P, Q, and this was point M, and this is B. So from P to Q, the train is taking 2 seconds time. Because from A to P it is taking 6 seconds and from A to Q this is taking 8 seconds for train. And as far as dog is concerned, ठीक है, ट्रेन का स्पीड हमारा 180 है. डॉग के लिए अगर स्पीड उसका s है, with the speed s, dog will be taking 6 seconds to cover MP and 12 seconds to cover MQ. So total time taken by dog to cover PQ distance with speed s, this will be 18 seconds. और सिंस डिस्टेंस इज सेम इन बोथ केसेस, PQ डिस्टेंस तो सेम है, तो अगर डिस्टेंस सेम है तो स्पीड एंड टाइम विल बी इनवर्सली प्रोपोर्शनल. तो टाइम का रेशियो में गिवन है और ट्रेन एंड डॉग, टाइम इज 2 and 18, यानी कि टाइम का रेशियो 1:9, तो स्पीड का रेशियो भी 9:1, 9:1. और 9 की वैल्यू हमें गिवन है 9 मिनट्स इज इक्वल टू 180 किलोमीटर पर आवर, यानी कि 1 मिनट इज इक्वल टू 20. डॉग का स्पीड यहाँ से हमें मिल जाएगा कि डॉग का यूजुअल स्पीड क्या है. डॉग का स्पीड s इज इक्वल टू 20 किलोमीटर पर आवर. हमें क्या गिवन है? दैट इज इक्वल टू x, यानी कि x इज इक्वल टू 20 आ गया. x इक्वल टू 20. और y हमारा क्या है? y इज बेसिकली स्पीड ऑफ डॉग. ठीक है ठीक है ठीक है, y तो कहीं डिफाइन ही नहीं किया है क्या? लेंथ ऑफ टनल इज y मीटर से लास्ट में लिखा तो था. ठीक है, लेंथ ऑफ टनल इज y मीटर, तो y की वैल्यू क्या आ जाएगा? तो y विल बी 18s. ये हम ट्रेन के हिसाब से निकाल लें कि ट्रेन इज टेकिंग 2 सेकंड्स. ठीक है, ट्रेन के हिसाब से निकाल लेते हैं. 2s, जबकि s मीटर पर सेकंड में होगा तभी तो मीटर्स में निकलेगा. तो 2s, 2 इंटू ट्रेन का स्पीड, और ट्रेन का स्पीड है 180 बट दैट इज इन किलोमीटर पर आवर, तो मल्टीप्लाइड बाई 5/18. 2 इंटू 10 इंटू 5 यानी कि 100 मीटर्स विल बी लेंथ ऑफ द टनल. into 20 km per hour is the speed of the dog. So x plus y will be 120. Okay, क्या ये clear है? So first of all, with the given information that a dog is at point M in the tunnel such that if he runs at a certain speed s to point P, he takes 6 seconds. If he doubles his speed and starts running from M to Q, then he takes 6 seconds. So S to P, he is taking 6 seconds. S से लेके Q तक, M से लेके Q तक, he is taking 6 seconds with double speed. So he'll be taking 12 seconds with same speed. And the time taken will be 18 seconds by the dog. 18 seconds. Now to cover the same distance, the train is taking exactly 2 seconds का time. And since the distance is same, तो अगर time का ratio is 2:18 or 1:9, तो speed का ratio भी 9:1. और train का speed is 180, तो 9 units is equal to 180 and 1 units is equal to 20. तो clearly dog का speed will be 20. Or length of the tunnel will be equal to time taken by train is 2 seconds and speed of train is 180, or in meter per second this will be 180 into 5 by 18, and that will be 50 meters per second, and hence length of the tunnel will be 50 into 2, 100 meters. So 100 plus 20, 120 will be our answer. Is that clear? ठीक है, तो इतना ही रखते हैं सेशन में. आई बिलीव जो भी डिस्कस किया वो समझ में आएगा. एंड इफ दैट इज ऑल फ्रॉम माई साइड इन दिस सेशन, and give a feedback in the comment section whether you understood everything or not, and if there is any doubt whatsoever, make sure to comment about that doubt as well. इतना ही रखते हैं. Bye bye, take care and keep learning.